If you're asking yourself, what should I do next with my life? What direction should I take next? Then this channel is for you. Hello, my name is Alexi, guys, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about picking a life direction by survey. I think this will be by far the shortest video because most of us can relate to exactly what this is and living life. As I've talked in our previous videos, that mentoring is a skill that has been losing its steam ever since the 1900s because of technology. And it's not to blame technology, but because technology has been entering into our lives at a more and more rapid pace, we are still learning how to deal with it. So because of technology, we are spending less and less time passing on knowledge from one person to the next. Like one-on-one kind of passing on knowledge, not like watching videos like this. And so because of this, we've gotten to this point in humanity where we just ask the 5-10 closest people to us of what they think we should do or what we should do with our life, and based off of the average answer, we just go and do it. And that's what picking a life direction by survey is all about. Are you guilty of that? Because I sure was. I did that a lot. If you do that right there, you're always going to feel like something is missing in your life. Always. And the reason for that is because you're asking everybody else but yourself what is actually going on in you. You see, people can look at you, you look at me, you can say, hey, you're good with people, or hey, like when I was in my early 20s and I traveled a lot, I remember going to a couple's house, and since I have 20 nephews and nieces, I kind of learned how to handle babies. And so at one point they asked me to hold a baby, and I did, and I just played around with the baby, and the mother was like, whoa, you really know how to handle babies. You should get married and have your own kids. And I was just like, yeah, I should. I guess I should. I mean, if I did what everybody did in my culture, in my community, then yes, I'd be married with at least a few kids by now. But that's not what my journey was about. Maybe it was for everybody else, but not for me. And so if I listened to what everybody else told me I should do, based off of their perspective of me, then I tell you, I would have been in a corner between a rock and a hard place trying to live somebody else's life than living my own life. So all that being said, if you live your life by survey, I'm telling you guys, go back a few videos and you'll learn that the question of what do I need to do next, or what do I want to do next with my life, what is my next life direction, that question will always be waiting for you once you've got your basic needs met. And if you're trying to answer that question based off of what everybody else thinks about you, except for you, yeah, sorry, camera here difference, except for you, you're going to be in a world of hurt. What does all this mean? Let me ask you a question. When was the last time you have to make a decision of taking your life into the next direction? When was the last time you actually had to sit down and determine, what do I want to do next with my life? What do I want to make out of myself or out of my life? And how did you make that decision? Did you go to the people closest to you and ask them what they think you should do? Or did you actually sit down and figure yourself out and understand your own life story, and then based off of that, decide what you want to do next? So I want to encourage you. I want to really encourage you to question how you answer questions. I know that might sound a little confusing, but in this particular case, your next life direction, what should I do next with my life? How do you base the answer? What do you base the answer on? What do you base the answer off of? If it's based off of what everybody else thinks, you're not going to be happy with your life. You're not going to be satisfied with your life because you're going to be living somebody else's life, not your own. And so if you want to have a long, prosperous road instead of this short feeling like life is, you're living in boxed in kind of life, then turn around and say, okay, who am I? What am I? What makes me tick? And based off of that, you're going to be a lot more likely to find an answer that's aligned with who you are, and your future will be a lot brighter than if you decided your life direction based off of what everybody else thinks you should be. So, life direction by consensus or life direction by survey is a recipe to feel like you are always missing out on something. In the following week, in the following months, Just be aware and question yourself. How do I make my life decision, my next life step, my next life direction? And to take a few quotes of the last millennia, dare to know thyself, and your future will be a lot more comfortable. On that note, this episode has come to an end. I hope this was encouraging and inspiring enough to you to start questioning how you question and find answers for your life. I'd like to highly encourage you to hit that like button, because hitting it means you're going to be helping other people to be able to find this channel. And that's what we all want to do, help one another grow better, faster, and more effective. If you're really dedicated, click the subscribe button. And if you're really crazy about learning about how to pick your next life direction, then hit that notification bell, and you'll be notified every single time I post a video. On that note, you guys live, love, and hug everyone you love as long as you live. Until next time, peace.